B Marsh Boxing back at it with another post fight review. This is for Jarett Hurd, unified champion at 154 pounds, WBA and IBF world champion. He defended his belts against Jason Welborn out of former British middleweight champion out of England. You know what I mean? And this guy Jason Welborn, man, I like how he came to fight. You know what I mean? This guy's a light puncher, man, with only 7 KOs. You know what I'm saying? But the guy came, he brought it to Jarett Hurd. You know what I mean? No filling out rounds, none of that. He put the pressure on Jarett Hurd, closed the distance, was going to the body well, stayed on the inside, head on his chest, was throwing overhand rights, body shots. You know what I'm saying? The man Jarett Hurd was being smothered by the man um, Welborn. You know what I'm saying? For at least almost every round. You know what I mean? I gave Jason Welborn 2 of the first 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? He was dropping them body shots. He was walking the man down. You know what I mean? Closing the distance. Had the man Jarett Hurd on the ropes. Jarett Hurd was trying to do a little Philly shell in there. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't effective enough. You know what I mean? And Jarett Hurd was now just countering. You know what I mean? He was throwing some punches back. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the man off of him, pivoting off the ropes. He wouldn't stay there for long, but there was no excuse for this smaller guy to have him on the ropes like that. You know what I mean? And the man Jarett Hurd just looked like this guy was giving him troubles. In round 3, looked like the guy almost knocked Jarett Hurd out. You know what I'm saying? On the ropes, caught him with some combinations. Looked like the man Jarett Hurd was about to go down. You know what I mean? But Jarett Hurd kept his composure. Round 4 was boxing the man, kept his little distance while the man's trying to close the distance. Jason Welborn. And Jason Welborn was on the inside throwing punches, left himself wide open. Jarett Hurd ripped a right uppercut right to the sternum, right by the solar plexus, and ripped a vicious shot that put the man Jason Welborn down on the canvas. You know what I mean? Not on his back, not on his stomach, but just sitting there like they playing duck duck goose, and he about to get his head touched, and they about to run around the circle. He sat there for 10 seconds while the ref counted him out. Then he got up at 10. And it's a wrap. He got counted out, you know what I mean? So fourth round KO for the man Jarett Hurd. Um, Jarett Hurd, like he said, and I do believe him, you know what I mean? That, he was in there, you know, even though it was a contrast to what he's saying, Jarett Hurd said he's going to be in there to work on his defense, you know what I mean? If the man worked on his defense, then I don't know what fight I was watching because he was getting touched up by this Jason Welborn, you know what I mean? Even in round 2 that he did win, he was getting touched up. But, it is what it is. Jarett Hurd says he wants a homecoming fight next, and I will be there when it do happen, if it do happen at the MGM National Harbor, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be nothing but brothers and sisters, black folks up in there, I'll tell you that, you know what I mean? Because I heard the man Boxing Wave, big ups to Boxing Wave. He made a video saying, where all the black fans are. Well, he said, how comes whenever I go to these fights, I only see white people? And I had to let him know, you come to a fight at the DC Armory or the MGM National Harbor, you're going to see nothing but black folks up in that piece. Yeah, there's going to be some whites, Caucasians. There's going to be Hispanics. Like, I was at JoJo Diaz versus Gary Russell fight. Man, I sat around nothing but black folks, you know what I mean? And I had some good seats, you know what I'm saying? Even when I went to see Gary Russell versus Escandon, you know what I mean? When I seen Adrian Broner versus Steel Payne, there was no white folks in the whole building. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was straight black people, man. There was people outside begging to get into DC Armory because the joint was sold out. Bras, women out there begging to get up in the joint, begging to buy tickets. You know what I mean? It was a hot ticket, and like I said, nothing but brothers and sisters. So it all depends on where you at. You know what I mean? I've been to fights at Madison Square Garden, and I seen a lot of white folks up there. It was a Triple G fight. I seen a lot of Kazakhstan fans out there, but it is what it is. He fought against Daniel Gill. That's an Australian dude. It all depends on where you at and which kind of fighters, but it is what it is. B Marsh Boxing, Jarett Hurd still unified champion. I'd love to see him fight. I don't even give a fuck who he fights next, as long as he fights Charlo after he gets his homecoming fight at the MGM National Harbor. It's only right, you know what I mean? He's well deserved. The Washington Redskins, they paid homage to him. That's the hometown team. And hopefully we get that Charlo fight no later than summer of 2019. B Marsh Boxing, I'm out of here. Peace.